The idea for the IMMERSE project was born in the course of a research project where we were developing an augmented reality application, and we were approaching the visualization phase of the project where we had to provide a stereoscopic visualization of content, and we were looking for a method, a functionality that would provide this functionality, and we just didn't find any. And that was the point when we realized, okay, that's something that we need to develop ourselves, and others will also profit from that. In our research, we only found proprietary solutions which were directly coupled and associated with commercial devices, and there were no publicly available solutions that anyone could just use with their generic device that they were using in their application. We think that augmented reality and virtual reality applications have huge potentials, but that developers require access to these fundamental functionalities so that they can actually build them and increase the market. So we built the Immersive plugin as an enabling technology so that every developer can build their extended reality application as they want it to be.
Technically, IMMERSE makes use of time parallel stereo rendering, which means we are dividing the viewports dually, or two different viewports, and we are rendering two disparate stereo images, and these stereo images are created based on the device profile of both imaging device and the head mounted device, and also while considering the biological parameter of human eye, which is basically the interocular distance or interpupillary distance. And based on these values, we are offsetting the stereo pairs, and which we call as, technically we call it as off-axis rendering. And the result is that when the user just plugs it and view the external world with a head-mounted device, they have a seamless immersive experience. So ultimately, IMMERSE plugin moves the user's vision from observation to immersion, because they don't just observe the external world, but they also immersively experience it. So IMMERSE acts like a bridge between OpenCV and R-Core while providing a stereoscopic rendering. One, R-Core provides a seamless tracking capability based on the photogrammetric and the geometric properties of the object that is being tracked. And OpenCV helps us to find the homography of the object itself, let's say a marker maybe, and based on the estimated homography, we could use R-Core to place the 3D object on top of it. However, the problem is when we move from the monoscopic visualization stage to stereoscopic visualization stage, everything just vanishes because the existing solution doesn't work so well. Even if it works, it's not lightweight, which does not favor industrial use cases, and hence we had to build a lightweight render pipeline. That's how IMMERSE came into existence. So IMMERSE could make use of the homography that OpenCV provides and tracking capability that R-Core provides, and IMMERSE acts like a lightweight render pipeline. So in any type of assistive systems, it's less likely possible for the users to hold a mobile on their hand and view through various options that are available. First, let's talk about the verbal assistive systems. Verbal assistive systems are so cumbersome, hard to understand, it's too wordy and verbose, just doesn't give a good user experience. However, XR visualization fixes this problem somehow. However, monoscopic visualization prevents the users to act alongside the instruction. So they can't perform any work while they are visualizing because they have to hold the imaging device while reading the actual visualization process or assistive processes. That's when IMMERSE comes into practice. So when IMMERSE is being plugged in, the workers or whomever the user is, they're just clutter free, they're hands free, and hence their hands are free and they can target on the actual subject that they are trying to fix or trying to process. So assistive process becomes much more efficient when IMMERSE is combined together with any assistance systems. With IMMERSE, we don't need to care about any installation process. You just take your mobile, put it on the head-mounted device and run your inspection application, view it stereoscopically, and that's it. So it is very much portable that even if you are going to scale up the environment or the industry, you don't have to bother about the installation process of the cameras because everything is portable. And the workers will benefit from the stereoscopic render pipeline because they don't have to do things manually from reporting to inspection, because while they are visualizing the errors through the XR stereoscopic render pipeline that IMMERSE has got to offer, they can also work along the actual errors that has been reported by IMMERSE, which is very powerful. The result is that the workers are clutter-free and hands-free, and meanwhile they could be able to concentrate on the object that they are inspecting rather than trying to report or any other such laborious tasks. And also it reduces the number of labors that are involved in each and every inspection tasks. For instance, in one of our applications, 2 people were involved in every individual units. So one person counts the number of holes that are available in the platform, while the other person inserts a specific set of steel rods on predefined positions, and if there is a slight mismatch, it will incur a huge cost or damage economically. So IMMERSE provides an optical overlaid stereoscopic visualization experience with which only one person is enough for every individual units. IMMERSE plugin could be able to used as an assistive platform for the pilots, so they see various options that are available in the flight simulator on device through the head mounted device and an imaging device that is attached to the actual head mounted device, which means the trainer could be able to control what every cadets are looking at through the head mounted device. Meanwhile, he could explain whatever that he wants to explain. So let's say there are 10 simulators in a center, so all 10 could be able to see, visualize and experience whatever the teacher is saying verbally. So it's the combination of both verbal and non-verbal teaching. IMMERSE reshapes how the product visualizations are made in any industries. Actually, product demos are very plain if it is just on paper, where the user just don't experience the product by themselves. And of course, XR visualization takes it to next level by giving the user an experience, like they could experience by seeing the actual car or the product that they are looking forward to buy in the real world. However, still they can't experience it in an immersive manner. It's still in the observation stage, it's not in an immersive stage, and that's when IMMERSE plugin comes into play. It pushes the users from experiencing the product from observation stage or observation phase into immersive phase, so which is very effective in selling the product. IMMERSE seamlessly integrates with Cloud Anchor API that Arco has got to offer, and still it is lightweight, even though the amount of networking calls that is involved is increased. So every head mounted devices will be able to see the same thing from their own perspective, which is very powerful in any type of assistive systems where multiple people are involved in the assistance or inspection. IMMERSE plugin will help developers in a positive note that they only need to concentrate on the business logic that they are writing. They don't have to bother about camera installation or any of that. And installation is quite simple. It's just going to take like a couple of minutes, and then it will work right off the bat. so the developers' productivity is improved. Meanwhile, the environment or the company that they are targeting will benefit from the lightweight stereoscopic rendered pipeline that the IMMERSE has got to offer.
We expect applications in many different use case scenarios, for example, in optical inspection or for industrial maintenance situations, or general for workforce training, to provide immersive demonstrations for products, and also to provide additional information for tourists in foreign sites, and generally enabling indie developers to realize their individual dreams. All further information about our plugin, like demos, tutorials, or videos, can be obtained at the Unity Asset Store and also in the Google Play Store, where you can download our app and get all the information that you want.